Hello, family. I'm having a great day, and if I'm having a great day, you should be having a great day. Welcome to Amora and Nana's Fun Times channel. Amora is not here. She's gone with her mom and her sisters. They're going to Jack's fun place for the kids. So I'm here and I want to talk about something that I've gone through that amputees may have tried or may not have tried this. Like I said, I write down a lot of things because I lost a lot of my memory and a lot of my hearing when I was in a hyperbaric chamber. So I have a video up about that if you want to know more about that. So I write down a lot of things. So these papers that you see here that I'm reading from, it's the little notes and stuff that I've written down that I don't want to forget while I'm doing this video. Okay? Now today's story time is using the TENS unit for phantom pain. Okay. Phantom pains are pains that amputees have. I want to talk about how the TENS unit works for this. It sends electrical shocks to your nerve endings. For I never heard about a TENS unit until I got my legs amputated. My left leg amputated was in 2008 and my right leg was in 2012. For I am a double below amputee. When the nurse came and told me about phantom pains after my first leg surgery, I thought she was, playing around with me. For I didn't think that she was really serious. But after 3 hours, the phantom pain started, you guys. And there's nothing phantom about phantom pains. Do you hear me? There's nothing phantom about it. The pains were real. Did you hear what I said? The pains were real. Family and friends, it's not in our minds, okay? It's in our bodies. It's in our spinal cord. It's in our nervous system. For as long as we have a spinal cord and a vertebra, we're going to have phantom pain for the rest of our lives. Yeah. And some people have more phantom pains than others. And phantom pain can occur at any time. For some amputees, the phantom pain comes, once a month, every other day, once yearly when the weather changes. Phantom pain just comes when it wants to. And some people have to go to pain specialists, which is a doctor that helps amputees deal with phantom pains. For a regular MD doctor doesn't know how to deal with, amputees with phantom pain. So after I came out the hospital, after therapy, I was referred to a pain specialist. So I went to see one, and we talked for a while about my phantom pain and how it affects me. He let me know that pain is a warning system telling us that something is wrong. That a pain specialist lets me know that a pain message traveled from my HALFEEs, which I call my residual legs that are left, along small nerve endings leading back to the spinal cord. That phantom pain's message travel then is interpreted back to the leg or the arm or finger that's amputated. And I'm like, for real? So, he prescribed some medications, So I tried a few of them. I was back and forth so many times, trying this, trying that. And every time I went to the office, it was full. So it was a lot of people dealing with phantom pain, And it was even harder for me because I'm a W amputee, so I don't drive. So I had to find rides. So it was, it was really hard for me to find a ride and then going backwards and forward trying to get some medication, trying to get something to try to ease up some of this phantom pain. But each medicine he prescribed, it worked. You know, no medicine can totally get rid of the phantom pain, but there are some medications out there that can ease some of the phantom pain for some amputees, you know. So then he prescribed a TENS unit. I had never heard about a TENS unit until the specialist, you know, informed me about it. And he had a supply in his office. So I bought one. It was kind of expensive, but I had to buy it because I was desperate. I was trying to, you know, relieve some of this phantom pain that I was having. So his nurse explained the TENS unit and how to use it. She said it was a transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. I'm like, electricity? Are you for real? You know, that the TENS unit, she said it was non-invasive, that is a drug-free method of controlling phantom pain. You know, that the TENS unit uses tiny electrical impulses sent through the skin to nerves to modify your pain perception. That the TENS unit does not cure any physiological problems, that it only helps with phantom pains. She said with most patients that it's effective, that the TENS unit, you know, will try to help you, you know, go back to your normal activities. She said, Blondie, there's nothing magical about the TENS unit, so please don't expect it to relieve all of your phantom pain. But it could ease up some of it. You know, that the TENS unit will send comfortable impulses through my skin that stimulates my nerves. She said pain relief varies by each individual dealing with phantom pain. She said she has to let me know some precautions, that my skin can become irritated, you know, with the electrode placement. She also asked me if I had a pacemaker, and I'm like, no. But she said the TENS unit is not recommended for patients with a pacemaker. That to make sure I use the TENS unit on my HALFEEs only. Do not use it on my nose, my neck, or any other part of the body. You know, because it is electricity. I'm like, well, you ain't got to worry about that. I ain't going to do that. And she said if the TENS unit does not work and you don't feel comfortable with it, just, you know, stop using it. But at least try it for a good amount of time before coming back. She said at least leave the TENS unit on for 20 to 30 minutes. You know, and she said most people with phantom pain have a relief after 30 minutes. So here I go home with the TENS unit. I could not wait to get there and try this unit. You know, so I tried it on my HALFEEs. Here I go. I remember some of the nurse told me, and so I was ready. Excuse me. So I put on the electrodes and plugged it in and turned the TENS unit on. You know, at first I turned it on to its lowest frequency because at first I wanted to see how it feels before I increase something, you know, because I do have a high tolerance for pain, but I didn't know how that felt, so I put it on number 1. You know, then I felt it a little bit. Then I turned it up a little bit more. And, you know, the more you go up, the more intensified the electricity is. You know, so I was like, okay, so I put it up there, you know, because I have a high tolerance, you know. So as I went up and up, I felt it go, you know, more and more thump, thump, thump. You know, I felt electricity, you know. And then I turned it all the way up. I was like, wow, hey, you know. You know, and I took it because, you know, I have a high tolerance for pain. It didn't bother me, you know, because I could handle it. But I tried it on some of my family. And they was like, I put it on number 1 for them. They were like, I can't handle that. Okay, so I put it on for 30 minutes at a time, and I did a lot of sessions with the TENS unit. But you know, the TENS unit did not work for me. I spent all that money for nothing. But you know, when you're in pain and you're trying to relieve some of this phantom pain, you will get, you know, anything or everything to try to relieve some of it. And I want to say, you know what, I'm going to show you a session and show you how I use the 10 units. You know, how I put it on my HALFEEs and everything. Now, the placements of the electrodes vary from person to person. So you can play with it around with the placement as well. So I'm going to move this camera up and demonstrate on one of my HALFEEs, the TENS unit, and show you how it looks and everything, okay? Okay, now, this is my right HALFEE. Comes in a little, you know, nice little bag. Let me see so you guys can see if I can do that better. So, you know, you guys, you know, it's coming in a little light blue bag. Here's the TENS unit, you know, the intensify, you know, how it's intensified from 1 all the way up to 9 and 10. The little electrodes that it plugs in, and the cords and everything. These are the cords that you plug up. And here are the electrodes that you use. The placement varies from person to person, you know, so I'm going to show you how I place mine. Okay, so put one here. I'm going to put one here. You know, you put 2 and then 2 for the left side. So I'm going to do the right side. So I have the right side cords. So I'm going to plug them in to my HALFEEs, to the electrodes. They just stick in. Okay. So here is how you dial. You know, from 1, and each one you go up is intensifies more. So I'm gonna put it up because you know what? I have a high tolerance for pain. You know, some people can only take 1, some people can only take 2. So it varies from person to person in the placement. Okay, so I put this on here and I turn it on. And the electricity is going. It's going. And I will leave this on for 20 or 30 minutes, you know, each day because of the phantom pain. But it never worked for me. I used this for quite some time. Quite some time. So here it is. You know, you can get your magazine, watch TV, or do whatever you need to do, you know, while your sessions is going on. So I would do this each and every day. I did this for over a couple months, but it didn't do anything for me. Sometimes the TENS unit doesn't work for people with phantom pain, but sometimes it does work for people with phantom pain. Sometimes the medications work for people with phantom pain. Now, you know, it doesn't mean that it's going to totally take your phantom pain away, because I don't think there's anything out there that takes it totally away, but it will make it so you can deal with, you know, because I know a lot of people, they have gone kind of crazy, you know, because it can consume you if you let it, but I won't let it consume me, even though it's intense and it's a lot to deal with. You know, my faith gets me through. You know, some people, you know, their family, my faith and my family gets me through. You know, I write a lot. I listen to gospel music, worship music. You know, I try to do other things because the pain is there and the pain is real. but I refuse to let it consume me, because sometimes phantom pain consumes the person and they're mean and they're lashing out. And let me let your family and friends know, family and friends, if you have an amputee, a friend, a family member, be sensitive to that person, please, because they're dealing with a lot as an amputee. It's not in their mind. It's in their vertebrae. It's in their spinal cord. It's in their nerves. Your brain does not know that that body part is missing. So your white blood cells are going there to try to fight it. And that same pain that you had, and even more on top of that, is going on in this person's body. So please be nice. And if you have been mean to that person, you can always go back and apologize and say, I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry, Sue. I didn't know that you was dealing with all of this phantom pain until I watched God's Blondie's video. So now I know. Now I can understand better. So it's all right to go say you're sorry, because phantom pain is real. And we deal with it as an amputee each and every day. And we may say some things that we don't mean, because at that time that pain is going on. It's going on. And we may say some things and you're like, oh, what's wrong with you today? It's not that we're having a bad day. It's just that pain. Pain makes you do some things. I'll say some things that you wouldn't normally say. It makes you not yourself. It makes you not yourself. So I'm going to turn this off. No, I'm going to keep it on. So you guys can see, I am, this is how the session's going. But you leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes at a time. But yeah, this is a TENS unit. It didn't work for me, but it can work for some people dealing with phantom pain to ease it up a little bit. So how are you guys' day going? I hope you guys enjoying this video. Please like, subscribe, share this video with someone today. I appreciate you guys coming to watch this video and viewing it. Yeah. So I'm going to turn this off. And you know what? You can unplug it. And you can stick the electrodes back on this little sticky paper and use them over again. But make sure if you're using this 10 unit, make sure you don't have any lotions or perfume or anything on there, because if not, if you do, they're not going to stick. So you can reuse them, put them back in here and back in your container, and you can use them over and over many times. Unplug all this stuff. Put everything back in your bag. And, it's a pretty little blue bag that goes with phantom pain. It's called a TENS unit. Electrical currents going to your limb that you lost. Finger, arm, leg. In my case, both legs. Whatever body parts you're missing, that it can really help. I mean, not up here, your nose, your neck, and all those other type of stuff. But, like a leg or foot or whatever, it can help relieve some of that phantom pain. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative for you. Like I said, Amora is not here right now. She will probably be here later on tonight. So, you guys, I think I said everything about the TENS unit. Let me see. Okay. So I want to say Jesus is the center of my joy. Each and every day that I love him is never a ploy. So you guys be wonderfully blessed by our King on today. See you later, family. I love you guys. See you next time.